Life is a winding road.
Hi, my name is Sebastian Coel and I am a landscape photographer and YouTube content creator from South Devon in the UK. I'm currently in a very snowy and cold Norway, but a very beautiful Norway. I've been exploring the Lofoten Islands for the last 8 days, living in and out of this camper van from Arctic Campers.
I met an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out an old pen and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other.
Been exploring some really cool, iconic locations, living in and out of the van. It's been absolutely great fun. Bit challenging at times with all the snow we've had, but still amazing experience. Been to a lot of the iconic locations around the Lofoten Islands like Hamnoy and Rhine and all the other places where a lot of the fjords are, and got some really nice interesting shots. And I just wanted to go through the van I've been living in for the last couple of days, and just to show you what Arctic Campers can offer really. Now, I picked up this van on the Friday. Been driving it, like I say, for about 8 days now. I've done, or I will be doing, probably about 2,500 kilometres in the time it goes back. So we've been to a few places in it. Yeah, really nice van to drive. It's a 2018 automatic. It's a petrol one actually, but it's got some cool features on it. It's got adaptive cruise control, which is quite a neat little option on this van actually, where you can it'll pretty much do all the driving for you apart from steering. It's a bit crazy. But yeah, this is the camper van. So due to the size of these vans, you do all your cooking outside, which to be honest, I prefer it a lot of the time anyway. In our T5, we do all the cooking inside. Or saying that, it's set up to cook inside, but to be honest, 90% of the time we end up cooking outside anyway. It's nice to cook outdoors when you can. Really nice setup in here, to be honest, how they've done the cooking. You simply got this flap which comes down. You've got a table to work off then. You've got 2 things of water, you've got some washing up stuff in the bottom. You actually have a proper fridge in it, so which is a Dometic, I don't know what model it is, but it's really cool. It's a proper fridge. It will go down to proper temperatures, like a compressor fridge, I suppose it is. We don't even have one of these in our own proper van, to be honest. We survive on a cool box, which to be fair is more than enough most of the time in the UK. But this thing will kind of keep your food for months and months at a time, so it's quite nice to get a proper fridge in it. The next one across is the cookers. This is quite a nice layout here actually, because you've got a lot of storage underneath it. Comes with this box with all the cutlery and stuff in, and a few pots and pans. All you do is you lift this top piece here and then it clips in place, and you've got a windshield, and then you've just got 2 normal cookers. Top tip, if you are going to get gas for these, make sure you get twice what you need, because if you're coming in the winter to Norway, these gas canisters only last for about 10 minutes before they start dying down, they get too cold. Have one in the front of the cab keeping it warm, and then after 10 minutes you just have to swap them around. It's a bit annoying, but when you're cooking at 2 degrees or 1 degree or minus, you're going to have problems like that. Yeah, really nice setup. If you get the Smart Camper, not the basic one, I think they do a few different ones on their website. This is actually the automatic. So if you get the automatic or the non-basic, you do get, I think, 2 hobs. It's quite handy because obviously you can cook 2 things at the same time, or if you just have a new bottom each one, you can kind of switch it between them when the gas starts going low. Also, the non-basic one, you do get all the bedding and stuff in here, which is quite nice. Comes with a nice setup. Hard bed, doesn't fold away. But yeah, got everything you need in there. You've got storage pouches either side. That's pretty much it going, really. I'm going to get some dinner on in a minute. I've been cooking out of the back of this van most days I've been here, in various conditions between wind, snow and rain. I think even a bit of sunshine maybe for an hour or so. But yeah, really like how it's set up. That's the back of the van anyway. So I'll fold this away. Right, now this is a double-sided door van, so you can get in both sides. Pretty simple layout again. You've got your fixed bed. It's a lot easier to get into this thing at the back, because I've got the cookers in. The bed is quite high. I, to be fair, managed to get in and out of the front fine, or in and out the sides. But if you want to, you'll probably find it easier if you're going to rent one to get in the back. This is just general storage, so I've got loads of camera equipment down there. I've got the drone, although the drone during the day, to be fair, does live under the duvet. It just means if I have to brake suddenly, it's not going to go everywhere and break. Suitcase literally just lives beside me on the bed. It means I've got access to stuff all the time. You can't unfortunately get under here unless you open the door, so that's the only downside to it being like that. Yeah, it comes with 2 duvets, which is quite nice. There's a spare one under there, a load of pillows, all the other stuff you need really. That's pretty much all there is to talk about in there. There is a Webster Co diesel, although this is a petrol, so it's a petrol one. Night heater in there as well, which makes a massive difference. I normally, to be fair, when I go away like this, end up roughing it. I did Iceland for 10 days, I think a year or so ago, and I literally just slept in the back of an estate. I don't mind doing that at all. It doesn't really bother me. You spend 99% of your time outside the vehicle if you don't include sleeping and you don't include driving, so doesn't bother me sleeping in the back of an estate like that. That being said, to sleep, I think in Iceland then it was like 6-7 degrees, whereas to sleep here -2-3 at night, it would just be miserable. So that night heater is a saving grace. Yeah, so that's quite good. I'll show you in the front of the van now, which is pretty much just a standard Caddy. Right, there's nothing really too amazing to show off in here. It is just a standard Caddy. Although it is a very nice vehicle to drive. It's automatic, it's a DSG box as well. It's the first one I've ever driven, to be honest. But it's nice to drive. Yeah, quite nice. You've got Bluetooth radio in it, all that, air conditioning, not you need at this time of year. You probably never need it in Iceland, I wouldn't have thought. Iceland, sorry, Norway. Yeah, quite nice to drive really. This front of this car is generally just a hub of things charging. There is 2 12-volt plugs, or sorry, 2 USB plugs and a 12-volt socket in the back as well, and a battery monitor thing gives you a bit of light at night. If you don't like that, you bring a bit of electrical tape or something to put over it. But yeah, in here I literally have 2 power bricks to charge. I have this console which is full of about 5 camera batteries. In this glove box I've got 2 sets of drone batteries, chargers for laptop, external hard drive, charger for various other things, camera bag. Every time you do any photography in winter, especially if you go away like this, your camera stuff gets wet all the time. Camera bag constantly lives in that footwell with the heaters on it, constantly drying out, because every time you use that equipment and that bag, including my camera now which is covered in snow, it will get wet. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the quick tour of the van I've been living in for a while. Lofoten Islands are a beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful location with some amazing, stunning scenery. An amazing place for photography. Some of the peaks here are so dramatic, and some of the small fishing villages so beautifully set among them. It's really been a pleasure to visit. I've got a shoot set up this evening which is on Unstad Beach, which you do get quite a lot of surfers going down there. So hopefully that's going to be quite nice. It's been snowing now for the last probably 4 or 5 hours, so hopefully going to be able to get down there and get some nice kind of snowy scenes. If not, be going home. I think tomorrow actually is my last day, and then I'm flying the next day, so or the early hours the next day, so pretty much going to be one of my last full days in Norway today, so looking forward to getting to a few final locations. Thanks for watching this one. Like I say, if you are thinking of coming to Norway, I picked up this van in Tromsø, so it does mean that there is a 7-hour drive if you want to go to the Lofoten Islands. But the flights to Tromsø were about a quarter the price, or less than that, a tenth of the price of the ones to Leknes, which is actually on the Lofoten Islands itself. There's a few other ones you can fly to, like Bogue, I think, or Boge, I'm probably not pronouncing it wrong. You can get a ferry across, but then the ferry costs like £150 or something like that, so there's your saving gone on the ferry. And the other airport you can fly to is Evenes or Narvik, probably saying that wrong. With those, they're semi-reasonable for about £120 more than I paid, probably about 3 times the price, something like that. You can get a flight there which will save you a 6-hour drive, but 6-hour driving for me is, I mean, it's nothing really, it doesn't really bother me. So I went for the Tromsø route, picked up this camper van there. Highly recommend looking at Arctic campers. This type of van is perfect for someone on their own, or a couple that are quite outdoorsy, couple used to being in a tent, people that don't want the extra space. If you are someone that likes your space more, you plan on spending more time in the van, probably look at their T5 range, a bit bigger. For not much more money you do get a lot more van. Yeah, so really pleased with it. I'll be dropping the car off in a few days time. If you do want to check out my channel, you'll be able to see all the locations I've been to, or the vast majority of the locations I've been to when I've been in Norway, plus any of the other ones I've done over the last few years. Thanks for watching this little quick look around the van, and hope you enjoyed some of the scenery that's gone up in between it. Cool van, cool location, really nice time. I'll catch up with you in the future on one of the videos coming up.